So check it out. So Clint just got a Brent Averill, and he's got a 57 and a Heil mic, and he's got Marshalls. And are you on Logic?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so he wants to double check his phase, like make sure that he's phasing. So we're going to show him to make sure that he knows phase. And he's worked here for a number of years. He's seen me do it, but sometimes you need a refresher course. So here are the 4 mics that are on the cabinet. Just audio 1, audio 2, audio 3, audio 4. Doing the worst mistake in the world, but you get it. Okay, so we're going to see how well these things line up. Let's give them a really shocking color so we can make sure we see them. There they are. Okay, cool. So play a second. And we've got his SG. We're just having so much fun. All right, so the way you check phase and polarity is I'm going to hit play, right, but you only want to do it on the high E string. You want to only mute one string because it's the peak transient. It's that point where the pick actually hits the string. So it's tick. And don't do it like it's got to have some energy, but just the E string. Give me a second. Mute it. Yeah, there you go. So hold on. Go. Yeah, that second one was better. So what I'll do here now too is I'll turn up the waveform. Actually, it looks like that first one may be better. And we're gonna look, and oh man, look how beautiful that is. And there it is. So you see, these are peaking down right now. It's like like maybe the third mic is off by a sample. But again, remember, we're at 88.2, and it's one sample. I mean, you could go in there and nudge it, but that's close enough. You got that? You see that?
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. It doesn't matter how it looks down the line. It's right where it hits. And sometimes you test 2 of them. Also, this always seems to be better with a guitar with humbuckers. And make sure that the amp is on. Like, I really would have cranked this a little more. But anyway, look at that. That's beautiful. Now, if I was to flip that's phase. Now, there's phase switches here. If I flip the phase on one of the mic pre's, you ready to do it again?
Yeah.
Go. Now, if you come here, you get this. Uh-oh. See how 1's going up and 3 are going down? See that, Clint?
Yeah.
You do that, then everybody hates you. You're banished. You're banished.
Okay.
Because what happens is that's called polarity. That's what happens is then in theory it cancels out. That's when you get the comb filtering sound when guitars are canceling out. So in a situation like that, you would flip the phase, which flips the polarity really. You'd flip the phase on the preamp, or there's also phase flipping little like couplets that are like little XLR couplets that you can flip the phase at the mic, or you can go like this. You can come up here. Usually you do it on the first instantiation. I usually like to do this on a DSP. Pop on a trim, and I can flip the phase on the 1. And in theory, you'll now hear that because you can be in record mode with a DSP. I don't know what that's probably, it doesn't make a difference, but you can flip the phase with like a trim plug-in or an EQ plug-in.
Are you using the phase on the preamp?
I flip the phase to get it to be wrong.
Okay.
So now you'll see it's physically wrong, but it sounds it's in phase. It's in polarity now. Yeah, so if you go back, I don't know if you can hear it, but whatever, you get the gist of it. But that's how the other way you can flip the phase. And a lot of times if you're going to put a plug-in on a guitar that's really nicely phased out, and I don't know how much it matters in Logic or, but I know in Native sometimes plugins would cause like slight differentiation in like latency, right?
Yeah.
So in that situation, what you would do is you would put put a trim plug-in on every track, and then you just flip the phase on the one track that you needed the polarity flipped. Yeah. But so now in theory, you've got all these tracks now still going through the exact same plugins that would create the same exact delay compensation, and then in theory, I don't know if it matters anymore. I've been on Pro Tools a long time, and like 17, 18 years ago when we were on like the original Pro Tools 4 or 5, it did matter, especially when you had those old beater G4s. You would put the same plugins on everything that was grouped, even if it wasn't being used, just so that it was all the same. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now if we go back, we get rid of the phase flip, right? So we'll get rid of this, delete. We'll come here, let's get rid of these trims. You would never record with it calling it audio 1. It's like a rookie move, but we're just having fun for this. So it's soloed. So yeah, play a little bit. It should be in phase. And that's all 4 mics on the. Let's delete this. Okay. Command Shift U, Command Shift B. Remove unused. And let's go back up to the top where we've been working. So these 4 are the cab. So this is the cab we're on, cab 1. First 2 here, this and this are greenbacks, and this are vintage 30. So we've got greenbacks up right now, and in theory, play. Setup, you can then get whatever blend you want. This is a 57, this is a 421, classic blend, classic rock and roll mic combo.
Play?
Yeah, play a little bit.